The golden haze of late afternoon settled over the city like a soft blanket, filtering through the half-drawn blinds of Emma's downtown apartment. Inside, time seemed to slow. Curled up on her well-loved corduroy couch, Emma was deep in her creative sanctuary, pencil gliding across the page, earbuds snug in her ears, completely immersed in capturing the fluid grace of a dancer mid-leap. She wore her signature comfort uniform, a slightly oversized brown cotton t-shirt faded from countless washes, and relaxed-fit beige trousers that pulled softly around her bare feet. Her dark hair was pulled into a messy bun, a few loose strands framing her face, and her expression was one of serene concentration. To the outside world, she was unreachable. And for the next hour, she intended to stay that way. 3 blocks away, Liam sat at his cluttered desk, phone pressed to his ear, watching the screen blink uselessly for the third time in under an hour. "Come on, Em. Pick up," he muttered under his breath. He'd been trying to reach her since 4:30 p.m. His sister's surprise birthday dinner, originally set for Saturday, had been abruptly moved to tonight due to a last-minute visit from their cousins. It wasn't just any family gathering. His sister, Maya, had specifically asked if Emma could come. "She's like the cool older sister I never had," Maya had said just last week. Liam really wanted Emma there, not just as his girlfriend, but as someone his family genuinely adored. But Emma's phone went straight to voicemail. Again. He sent a voice note, keeping his tone light but urgent. "Hey, it's me. Big change, dinner's tonight. Call me back ASAP." Silence. He knew how she got when she drew. The world faded. Hours vanished. But this felt different. This mattered. With a sigh that carried both affection and mild exasperation, he grabbed his keys and hoodie. "I'm coming up," he texted, though he doubted she'd see it. Still, it felt like the right thing to do. 20 minutes later, he let himself into her apartment using the spare key she'd given him 6 months ago, a small but significant gesture of trust. And there she was, barefoot, sketchbook balanced on her knees, utterly at peace in her brown t-shirt and beige trousers, humming softly to a song only she could hear. The phone on the coffee table glowed with 3 missed calls and 1 unheard voice message. She hadn't moved, hadn't checked, hadn't noticed. "Emma," he said, leaning against the door frame, arms loosely crossed over his navy blue hoodie, jeans slightly scuffed from his walk. She startled, yanking out one earbud. "Liam." "Hey." Her face lit up, but then she saw the look in his eyes. "Oh, were you calling?" 3 times, he said, stepping closer. Plus a voice note. Total radio silence. "Did my number get blocked by your muse?" She laughed, a little sheepish, tucking the pencil behind her ear. "I was in the zone. You know how it is. When I'm drawing, it's like I'm in another dimension. Time just evaporates." He sat beside her, close enough that their shoulders almost brushed. The scent of her lavender hand cream mixed with the faint graphite smell of her sketchbook. "I get it," he said gently. "But this was important. Maya's dinner, it's tonight. I really wanted you there." Her smile faltered. Genuine regret flickered in her dark eyes. "Tonight?" Oh, Liam, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. She reached for his hand. Why didn't you just come sooner? I tried calling. I even left a message. He paused, then added with a half smile, you were probably too busy sketching your next masterpiece to notice. She grinned. Maybe, but you're more important than any drawing. He studied her, the familiar curve of her cheek, the way her t-shirt sleeve had slipped slightly off one shoulder, the smudge of charcoal on her wrist. He could have let the frustration win. Could have launched into a lecture about communication. But that wasn't them. Their relationship wasn't built on blame. It was built on warmth, humor, and a shared language of playfulness they'd developed over months of late-night talks and spontaneous adventures. Without warning, his eyes sparkled, and he lunged. His fingers darted to her ribs, right where he knew she was most ticklish. Emma shrieked, bursting into uncontrollable laughter. No, Liam, stop. Not fair, she gasped, curling into a defensive ball on the couch, her brown t-shirt wrinkling across her back, her beige trousers bunching at the knees as she tried to squirm away, kicking her bare feet, but he kept at it lightly, rhythmically. Just enough to make her giggle until tears pricked her eyes and her laughter echoed off the brick walls. This wasn't punishment. It wasn't control. In healthy young adult relationships, playful physicality like tickling can serve as a form of emotional reconnection, a way to diffuse tension through shared joy and reinforce affection without words. For them, it was their reset button. A way to say, I'm here. I'm not angry. I just missed you finally, breathless and flushed. She caught his wrists with surprising strength. Okay. Mercy. I surrender. I'll answer every call for a week. He relented, sitting back with a satisfied smirk, his navy hoodie slightly rumpled. So, important calls from now on? She swatted his arm, still catching her breath. Okay. You win. I'm truly sorry. Tell me everything about tonight. He did. And this time, she listened fully present, eyes focused, no distractions. When he mentioned how much Maya loved her, Emma's expression softened. She's the sweetest, she said. Of course I'll come. Then she bit her lip thoughtfully. You know what? I have an idea. Next time something's urgent, don't just call. Send a text that says, emergency, drop pencil. I'll always see that, even if I'm in the zone. Liam laughed. Deal. And maybe keep your ringer on vibrate. Only if you promise not to tickle me every time I miss a call, she teased, nudging him with her elbow. No promises, he said, pulling her close. They ordered her favorite veggie pizza with extra garlic knots from Luna's Pizzeria, the one with the fairy lights and mismatched chairs, and as they ate on the couch, plates balanced on their laps, Emma rested her head on his shoulder. She was still in her rumpled brown t-shirt, still in her trusted beige trousers, but now she was fully here. Present. Connected. Later, as they scrolled through old photos of Maya's past birthdays, Emma laughing with cousins, Liam attempting and failing to blow out candles, her phone buzzed again. A notification from their group chat. Who's bringing dessert? Without hesitation, she glanced at it, typed a quick reply. I'll grab that chocolate cake from Luna's. They have it. And set the phone face down on the table. Liam raised an eyebrow. No sketchbook trance this time? She smiled. Some things are more important. He kissed the top of her head. No grand speeches. No lingering guilt. Just two young adults navigating the messy, beautiful dance of modern love, learning to balance independence with attentiveness, creativity with connection. As the evening deepened and the city lights blinked on outside, Emma reached for her sketchbook again, but this time she left one earbud out. Just in case, and Liam? He stayed right where he was, her anchor in the storm of her imagination, her safe harbor when the world got too loud. Not with demands, but with laughter. Not with anger, but with a tickle that said, *I see you. I'm here. And I'm not going anywhere, because in the end, love isn't about perfect communication. It's about showing up even when you miss a call, even when you're lost in your own world. It's about finding your way back, not through blame, but through giggles, understanding, and the quiet certainty that you're loved exactly as you are, and sometimes all it takes is a little tickle to remind you of that.